What eye contact habits of people with secret crushes can teach you. Introduction. The unspoken language of the eyes. They say the eyes never lie. Before a word escapes the lips, before a hand reaches out, the eyes often betray what the heart tries to keep hidden. For those over 25 who have navigated the complexities of adult relationships, work environments, and unspoken emotions. Understanding the subtle language of eye contact is more than a romantic curiosity, is a life skill. When someone secretly admires you, their eyes reveal both longing and fear. Their gaze lingers a moment too long, then looks away too quickly. They might smile softly without words, or avoid your eyes altogether, not out of disinterest, but out of vulnerability. These habits are not just signs of attraction, they are reflections of human psychology, of the universal dance between desire and restraint. And if we learn to read them, they can teach us how to connect deeper with ourselves and with others. Part 1. Why eye contact reveals. More than words, eye contact has always been a powerful form of nonverbal communication. Neuroscience shows us that when two people lock eyes, their brains release oxytocin, the same hormone that fosters trust and bonding. In fact, even fleeting eye contact can stir feelings of closeness. For people with a secret crush, this means the eyes often become the first channel through which emotions leak out. They might not confess their feelings aloud, but their pupils dilate when you enter the room. Their gaze follows you across a crowded space. Or they struggle to maintain steady eye contact because the weight of their emotions feels overwhelming. The reason eye contact matters so deeply is because it bypasses filters. Words can be rehearsed, gestures can be planned, but eye behavior is rooted in instinct. A person's eyes can reveal vulnerability, excitement, and even fear of rejection. That's why paying attention to these cues not only tells you about attraction, it also helps you develop a more sensitive awareness of people's emotional worlds. Part 2. Common eye contact habits of secret crushes. Explore the subtle patterns you might notice. The lingering glance if someone looks at you and holds the gaze for a fraction longer than usual. It's often a sign of unspoken affection. They may not smile broadly, but that slight pause indicates they're reluctant to look away, quickly looking away on the other end. Some people glance your way but immediately look down or away. This isn't rejection, it's nervousness. Fear being caught, revealing too much. The double take when a person looks once, then looks again to confirm what they've seen. It often reveals interest. It's as if their eyes can't resist returning to you. Increased blinking or pupil dilation. These are unconscious physiological responses. When emotions are heightened, the body reacts naturally, and the eyes are the first to reveal it. The smile in the eye, sometimes called the Duchenne smile. Genuine warmth shows not in the lips alone, but in the way the eyes crinkle with light. Part 3. What these habits teach us. About human nature. Understanding these signs isn't just about figuring out who secretly likes you. It reveals something deeper about human vulnerability. Attraction often places us in a position of risk, the risk of rejection, embarrassment, or heartbreak. The eyes, however, reveal the bravery of that risk. When you notice these patterns, you are witnessing someone balancing two powerful instincts, the urge to connect and the urge to protect themselves. This teaches us compassion. Instead of judging someone's shyness or restraint, we can appreciate the courage it takes to simply feel, and on a broader scale. Learning to read eye contact makes us more empathetic listeners in all relationships. At work, it helps us understand colleagues' unspoken stress. In friendships, it allows us to sense when someone is struggling, even if they remain silent. In love, it deepens intimacy beyond words. Part 4. Applying these insights in your own life. So how can you use this understanding at home and in everyday life? Practice conscious eye contact. Begin by slowing down during conversations. Hold eye contact with friends, partners, or even during video calls for a few seconds longer. You will notice a shift in how connected you feel. Observe without judgment when you notice someone's gaze shifting or avoiding. Resist labeling it as rejection. Instead, ask yourself, what might this person be feeling? Nervousness, admiration, insecurity. This builds empathy. Use eye contact to build trust if you're trying to reconnect with a partner or deepen your bond. Eye contact can be a tool. Stay together without speaking, looking into each other's eyes for 30 seconds. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but often it leads to laughter, warmth, and a surprising sense of closeness. Mirror what you notice if someone with a secret crush looks away shyly. Offer them safety by meeting their gaze with kindness, not pressure. Mirroring their pace helps them feel understood. Apply it beyond romance. Remember, these principles are not limited to dating. At work, maintaining steady eye contact during presentations signals confidence. With children, eye contact reassures them that they are seen and valued. Part V. Why this matters more after 2-5 by the time we reach our late 20s and beyond. Many of us carry the scars of past relationships, the weight of responsibilities, and the fatigue of adult life. We no longer have the carefree boldness of teenage crushes. Instead, our emotions are layered with caution. That's why understanding eye contact is so powerful at this stage of life. It helps us reawaken a sense of innocence, the simple thrill of catching someone's gaze and feeling that spark. But more importantly, it reminds us that human connection is still raw, vulnerable, and beautiful, even beneath layers of maturity and experience. Eye contact is the bridge between guarded hearts. And if we pay attention, we can cross that bridge with more kindness and courage. Part 6. Turning insight into daily practice here are some practical steps you can try at home. The 5-second rule. In your next meaningful conversation, hold eye contact for 5 seconds longer than you normally would. Notice how it changes the energy. Silent communication. Spend one evening practicing silent dialogue with your partner or close friend. Communicate gratitude, affection, or reassurance only through your eyes and expressions. Self-reflection in the mirror. Look at your own eyes for a full minute in the mirror. It may feel strange, but it helps you confront your emotions and accept vulnerability. Reconnect through play with children or loved ones. Play games that involve eye contact, such as staring contests or memory games where IQs matter. This turns awareness into bonding. Part 7. The deeper lesson ultimately. What the eye contact habits of people with secret crushes can teach us is not just how to recognize attraction. They teach us about being human, about how our deepest feelings seek expression even when our words fail us, about how love and vulnerability are intertwined. And they remind us that in a world increasingly dominated by screens, algorithms, and distractions, the simple act of meeting someone's gaze is still sacred. It is proof that, beneath all complexity, connection is simple. One soul seeing another. Conclusion. An invitation to see and be seen. So, the next time someone's eyes linger on yours or dart away nervously, pause. Don't rush to decode it as love or indifference. Instead, see it for what it is, the language of a heart that dares to feel. When we embrace this perspective, we move beyond the guessing games of romance into a deeper awareness of what makes us human. And we carry that awareness into our marriages, friendships, workplaces, and families, building bonds that last. Not just because of what we say, but because of how we truly see one another. At Awaken Mindset, our mission is to help you uncover these truths to guide you toward deeper self-awareness and connection in everyday life. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to support the channel, subscribe, share with someone who might need this reminder, and explore our playlist for more insights into the hidden layers of psychology and human connection. Because, in the end, it's not just about who might secretly have a crush on you. It's about learning to live with open eyes, open hearts, and open souls.